Imagine waking up one day and finding out your monthly pension has jumped from just 1,000 Indian rupees to 7,500 Indian rupees. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, for millions of pensioners across India under the Employees Pension Scheme 1995, this dream might soon become a reality. The government is reportedly considering a massive 7.5-fold increase in the minimum EPS-95 pension, and this could be one of the biggest relief measures for our senior citizens in decades. But what does this really mean for you or your retired parents? Is this announcement confirmed? And when can pensioners actually expect this increased amount in their bank accounts? If you or someone in your family is an EPS-95 pensioner, make sure you watch this video till the end because we're breaking down everything you need to know about this potential game-changing announcement. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss important updates about government schemes and financial benefits. The Employees Pension Scheme 1995, commonly known as EPS-95, currently provides a minimum monthly pension of just 1,000 Indian rupees to eligible pensioners, for those who have worked their entire lives contributing to the nation's workforce. This amount has long been criticized as insufficient to meet even basic living expenses in today's inflation-driven economy. The reality is that 1,000 Indian rupees per month barely covers a week's worth of groceries for most households, let alone medical expenses, utilities, and other essential needs that retired individuals face daily. This is precisely why there has been mounting pressure from various pensioners' associations, trade unions, and social welfare organizations demanding a substantial increase in the minimum pension amount. The demand for raising the minimum EPS-95 pension to 7,500 Indian rupees has been echoing in the corridors of power for quite some time now, and recent reports suggest that the government is seriously considering this proposal as part of its ongoing efforts to improve the quality of life for senior citizens across the country. Understanding the context of this potential increase requires us to look at how EPS-95 actually works. The scheme covers employees earning up to 15,000 Indian rupees per month, and both employers and employees contribute to this pension fund during the working years. However, the pension calculation formula and the minimum assured pension have remained largely unchanged for years, despite the significant rise in cost of living. This disconnect between pension amounts and actual living expenses has created genuine hardship for many elderly citizens who depend entirely on these monthly payments for their survival. The proposed increase from 1,000 Indian rupees to 7,500 Indian rupees represents not just a numerical jump but a fundamental acknowledgement of the dignity and respect that our senior citizens deserve. When we consider that many of these pensioners spent decades in formal employment, paying their dues and contributing to the economy, ensuring they have adequate financial support in their retirement years becomes not just a matter of welfare but of basic social justice. The government's consideration of this substantial hike reflects a growing understanding that pension adequacy is crucial for maintaining the quality of life for our aging population. Several factors are driving this potential policy shift. First, there's the undeniable reality of inflation. The purchasing power of 1,000 Indian rupees today is dramatically different from what it was when the scheme was initially designed. Essential commodities, healthcare costs, and basic services have all seen significant price increases over the years, making it increasingly difficult for pensioners to maintain even a modest standard of living. Second, there's a growing recognition across the political spectrum that elderly care and pension adequacy are critical issues that resonate deeply with voters and their families. The financial implications of implementing this increase are substantial, and the government is reportedly examining various funding mechanisms to ensure the scheme's long-term sustainability. The Employees Provident Fund Organization, which administers the EPS-95 scheme, manages a significant corpus, and there are ongoing discussions about optimizing returns and ensuring that increased pension payouts don't jeopardize the scheme's financial health. This careful balancing act between providing adequate benefits and maintaining fiscal responsibility is essential for any sustainable pension reform. For the millions of current EPS-95 pensioners who are receiving the minimum pension, this potential increase would be truly life-changing. It would mean greater financial independence, reduced dependence on family members for daily expenses, and the ability to afford better healthcare and nutrition. For many elderly citizens who currently struggle to make ends meet, an additional 6,500 Indian rupees per month could mean the difference between merely surviving and actually living with dignity and comfort in their golden years. It's also worth noting that this move, if implemented, would align India more closely with global standards for pension adequacy. International organizations have long emphasized that pension systems should aim to replace a reasonable portion of pre-retirement income to ensure that retirees can maintain a decent standard of living. While calculations vary, most experts agree that pensions below a certain threshold fail to provide even basic economic security, and the current 1,000 minimum falls well short of these benchmarks. The government's approach to this issue appears to be measured and thoughtful, rather than making hasty announcements. Authorities are reportedly conducting comprehensive studies to understand the financial implications, beneficiary demographics, and implementation challenges. This careful planning is actually encouraging because it suggests that any eventual increase will be based on solid foundations and designed for long-term sustainability rather than being a short-term measure that might face difficulties down the line. While the proposal is gaining momentum, it's important for pensioners and their families to understand that official confirmation and implementation timelines are still awaited. Government policymaking involves multiple stages of approval, budget allocation, and administrative preparations. However, the fact that this demand is being seriously considered at high levels of government is itself a positive sign that reflects the administration's commitment to elderly welfare and social security. The potential hike in EPS-95 pension also sends a broader message about the value our society places on those who have contributed their productive years to nation building. Every pensioner was once an active worker who paid taxes, contributed to economic growth, and helped build the India we see today. Ensuring they receive adequate financial support in retirement is not charity but a recognition of their contribution and a fulfillment of the social contract between the state and its citizens. This potential increase in EPS-95 pension from 1,000 Indian rupees to 7,500 Indian rupees could benefit lakhs of elderly pensioners across India. And staying informed about official announcements is crucial. Make sure you resubscribe to our channel for the latest updates on this and other important government schemes. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from this information, especially elderly family members and friends who are EPS-95 pensioners. Drop a comment below telling us what you think about this proposed increase. And let's keep the conversation going. Hit that like button if you found this information helpful. And remember to turn on notifications so you're among the first to know when the government makes any official announcement regarding this pension hike. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more important updates.